Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Miss Coffee here, and today we're back with something a little bit different. Yes! We love gadgets. And this technically isn't a gadget. This is something that's actually going to be extremely helpful if you work at a desk or even with your diamond painting. So, I was contacted by the lovely folks over at, I want to say it's Moloor. And they asked me if I would take a look at their lamp and maybe show a few friends and see what they thought. So, huge thank you to the folks over at Moloor for sending this out to me. Now, this is an LED lamp, but it's a little bit more than that. So we're going to crack into this. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. And of course, if you're not, do something nice for yourself because you know you deserve it. Now, I did crack open the sides and stuff just so I can get into it easier. And when we open it up, we can see it's packaged very nicely. So we're going to take some of this packaging and stuff out. We have our lamp. We have instructions and a thank you card. We have a cord. We have a base. Oh, it's heavy. It's not super heavy, but it's weighted. You can tell it's weighted. And then we have a clamp. Now, let's get this on the floor. So we have this clamp and this base. Now, if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of desk space, this is not going to be helpful to you, but you have the option of using it in case you do have a bigger space to use. So it's a weighted base, so it is a little bit heftier, or you can use a clamp. So the clamp goes on the side of your desk and you just wind this back and forth to loosen it up or tighten it. And of course it has the female ends for you to put the lamp into, okay? So I like the fact that they give you options because not everybody has a massively huge desk, okay? So we have our thank you card, and then we have our instructions. It looks like it does come with a little remote attached to it, which I can see here. So let's pull this out and see what we have, shall we? I've been super excited to show y'all this because, like, when they were telling me about it, I got super excited just hearing about it. So, and then we're going to take this one off. We're going to take off that plastic. Oh. Uh-oh. I heard something. Okay, so we have this little washer. I'm not sure where it goes to, but if we find something that needs it, we have it. So this is our LED lamp, okay? So again, let's move you up so you can see. Look at that. That's so cool. So it has an adjustable base, so when you're not using it, you can put it away easily. It is a decent size. I like how big it is. And then of course we have this part here for the extension cord. Now this has, it uses LEDs. So we're gonna put that in there like this. So we just attach those two parts, make sure it's nice and snug. We're gonna take this plastic piece. I will be using this immediately. So we're gonna take this off. Like this. And I'm going to plug it up over here next to my desk. We're going to close the window. So let's see here. Now, like I said, it does adjust, so it does have the bendy arms. Oop, there we go. It does have the bendy arms and such, right? And then your lamps themselves adjust as well. So you can fan them all the way out. You can close them up. It swivels back and forth. So you got like, what, 180 degrees, it swivels back and forth. These open up to be 180 degrees. You can flip them down. So depending on where you're working. Now I'm going to put it in its base because I'm on my desk and my desk currently doesn't have anything on it. You can see Killian over there. We're going to get this in here like this. And then we're going to take that little screw. Look how compact it gets. We're going to take this little screw. We're going to put it back in there. There we go. So it tightens it in there so it doesn't flop around, and now it's a little bit more secure in there. So one, I like how compact the light gets. So like when you're not using it, you can put it down. Then when you go to use it, you can open it up all the way. So it does open up quite wide, right? Opens up quite wide. And because it's on its base there, it's not going to move. Yeah. So I have this piece here that goes the whole way back. So it pivots it all the way back or forward for you to use, right? I took it out of its base so I could show you that, because it is tall. It is super tall. And then when you're not using it, you can just fold it down onto itself like this. I love how many directions you can take and put the lamp in, because depending on what your workspace looks like, look how compact it gets. That's the entire lamp right there. It is so compact on my desk here. Now, this is a tall lamp. So we have instructions, and it's a little bit darker over here because I closed the blinds. So I'm going to lift this up, and I'm going to open it just a little bit so we can see some of the light. So we're going to turn, oh my God, that's bright. That's bright. So we do have a brightness adjustment. We also have, that's warm, that's white, and that's cool light. So we have, it looks like we have three. 1, 2, 3. So it looks like we have 3 different color adjustments for it. So if you're working in a darker space and you don't have a lot of space, something like this might be helpful. Even with the clamp, you could clamp this onto like a TV tray, because the lamp itself isn't heavy. And then if these arms don't stay into place, it does have the little screws here that you can adjust them with to tighten them up for them to stay in place wherever you want them. This one's a little bit loose, so I'm going to tighten it. There we go. So now it's going to stay straight out for me. So you see how it's staying straight out? Stay straight out for me. And then if I want to, say, close them up, I can close them up a little bit closer together like this. If I want to adjust them, I have the remote here that I can adjust the on and off. We have the levels of brightness that you need. Power on and off. Okay, so we got this little tiny, like little Barbie diamond painting, right? It was the closest one nearby. So we have this little diamond painting here. But say you're working in a darker workspace. This is going to be hard to see and you don't want to hurt your eyes. With a lamp like this, look how easy it is to see the symbols on that. Versus here. Now, typically, we would be working on an actual diamond painting. So say you have an actual diamond painting and it's hard to see because it's in a darker area and you don't have the best lighting in your craft space. Having a lamp like this, again, where you can either clamp it to your table or you have that big burly base to put your diamond painting on. You can even stick cover minders on this because it is going to be metal. So you are able to stick those cover minders on there and they will stay on there. You can also put a cup of something right there if you have like a cup or something that you need to put right there, or something that you like, little notions or whatever that you would use. If you're a crocheter, this would even be great for you in your workspace because you can put your notions in that little space. You can put your crochet hooks there so that they don't like roll away from you. But you say have a darker workspace and you're looking for a nice affordable lamp that's going to be able to help you see a little bit better, you have this. Now, this is on the white light. We have the cool light. And then we have that warm light. And then, of course, you can adjust the brightness. So if it's too bright for you, you can adjust the brightness down. This is as far as it goes. look how much light you're getting. I don't know if the camera's going to be able to pick up how much light that is. Let's see if we go, let's go here. So how bright that is. That's the highest. That's the lowest. So you're getting a really good amount of light off of this, and because they're LEDs, they're made to last, so it's going to last you a nice long time. So if you're someone who, say, works from home, or you have something that you do like at a desk, or even, like I said, even if your craft area is just a small place by your bed or in like your living room and you don't have the best lighting in the place that you sit, having a nice lamp like this that you can either clamp to your dinner tray or your table, or use a big burly base that's going to allow you to have like your cover minders or notions or whatever on it, it's going to be extremely helpful, even for cross stitching. So if you're cross stitching, it's going to give you the light that you need to be able to see all of your pattern and holes and whatnot in your project. If you're someone who crochets, it's going to allow you to be able to see those stitches that you can't necessarily see, especially if you work with darker colors. So it gives you a good, decent amount of light, as you can see. And you can adjust it to however high or low that you want it. So I really like this lamp. And I will have it linked down below. A huge thank you goes out again to the folks over at Moloor for sending this over to us. As someone who does crafting, or because I spend a lot of time at my desk doing stuff for, like, you know, social media and whatnot, having something like this that I can either have on my desk or that I can use to, I'm not gonna lie, even with as dark as it is in here, this light is bright. This light is bright, okay? So being able to have something like this at my desk is going to be a huge game changer for me, because now I don't necessarily have to use the overhead light. Having the LEDs, I know it's going to last a nice long time. And even for whenever I'm doing like artwork, when I do traditional art, having a nice light over top here like this, and the one that I can spin around, so if I want the lighting to be directed somewhere else while I'm working, whether I want it in front of me for like recording videos, or if I want it down for whenever I'm working on a project like this or recording a video, it's going to come in extremely handy for me. So yeah, I absolutely love this lamp. I will probably use the base part of it whenever I'm at my desk over there, and then I can use the, we're gonna open that window. I can use the clamp part of it whenever I'm doing videos over here on days that say, because a lot of the times when I record, on days that it's dreary, it's a little bit harder for me to see, or I don't feel like it's getting the proper lighting, and having something like this that's going to allow me to have a little bit more lighting, even with the light on, still being able to have that little bit of a boost in lighting so that I can make sure I can see, say, like the darker colors whenever I'm working with fabrics that are darker, or if I'm cross-stitching to make sure I'm not missing any of the holes that I'm going into. It's going to be a huge game changer. And the fact that the lights on it rotate around, so the fact that I can rotate the lights 360 degrees on the pivot here, and I can close them up whenever I'm not using them. The fact that it folds down compactable so that when I'm not using it, it's not in my way. Look at that. I can hold that in one hand. And that's a whole lamp. This is a very powerful tool just in the palm of your hand. And again, you have the base, you have the clamp for it, so you can use either one. I really like this, and I think you guys will too. So if you are interested in this, I will leave a link to it down in the description box below. So again, a huge thank you goes out to the folks over at Moloor for sending this out to me. If you have any other questions, comments, concerns about this particular lamp, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But with that said, I must now bid you adieu. Not for reminding you that it's hard out here in these crafty streets. Stay safe. Always remember to be kind to others, because you never know what somebody else is going through. Be courteous because it's the right thing to do, and always stay cool. And whether I see you in YouTube land or I see you over on Twitch, either way, I'll see you when I see you. Bye, guys.